What up? I'm back. Today is October 15th, man. Today today was another amazing day, man. In all reality, like it started off so fucking emotional today. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it was. Like I woke up, took a shower, whatever, boom, 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 boom. Went to Don Miguel's, bruh, to get my shot and to get something to eat. I go in there, order my food, and I sit down and wait. And I end up sitting next to this little young girl and her mom. And this girl was in the wheelchair, but her mom let her. She was sitting in the thing. And just the cutest little girl, man. Just the cutest little kid. And you know, I was just kind of playing with her a little bit, like, cause I was sitting like, you know, maybe 5 feet away from her, but like the next two tables over, cause I was sitting at a table that had, you know, two tops on it, and I mean, there was a space and then her, and well, I don't know, kids love me, and then they're just adorable. Like anytime that there's a kid, like I'm gonna show them attention, because like fucking I'm gonna learn so much more from them kids than I'm ever gonna learn from an adult, because like they're innocent, sweet, and just they know what love is, and like they can show me stuff that I never got, like as far as how to love and what to do and stuff like that. And like I said, when I started this journey, man, I just started watching little kids and how they acted, because like they act so simple, and it just is. And so when they do things, it just is. Like there's no second guessing, there's no questioning. They just do what they feel is right. Granted, that could be wrong, but the majority of the time it's not, honestly. And so whatever, I'm just sitting there, and I have one headphone in. I have my left headphone in, she's on my left side. So she's, I don't know. I don't remember how we started talking. I ended up, I think she was just sitting there, and she started, I don't remember what happened. I think I got my food, and I ended up getting the same thing she was eating. And she was like, "You got the same thing I do?" I was like, yeah. I was like, that's awesome. I was like, when I got my food, she was like, "You got to mix it up." And usually I don't mix it up. Usually I just eat the top of it out, and then or I eat one spot out, and then, you know, or eat what's underneath. And I don't know, I'm really, really weird. And it just depends. Like I don't like to mix it technically. I like to savor every single thing separately. Like when I eat food, like I'm weird, bro. Like especially when I'm by myself. When I'm with another human being, it's different. But when it's my time and it's me, like I am savoring every second of every single thing, because why not? Like why not? Like if the aspect of eating is what it is, like it's so beautiful, and it's like it's for so many reasons. Like I'm gonna make damn sure that pretty much whatever, like. It doesn't matter. Like anything that I do, I'm gonna focus completely on it. Like more than you've ever seen anyone focus on anything ever. So like, especially when I'm eating. So take that as you will. But this little girl, she looked at my food and she's like, "You got the same thing I did?" I said, "Yeah, I do." And I was just joking with her, and so she started. I don't know. I think she started spinning the bowl. Like with her spoon. It's like, well, that's how I eat my food. And I just started spinning my bowl as fast as I could, and just letting it spin. And then like I would just try and dip my spoon in it, and then like eat it. And so we were just kind of playing, and her mom was right there in front of her. And this girl fucking broke me, man. Like I don't know what it was, but she fucking broke me. I was sitting there eating, and just like I just started fucking crying. Like I was trying not to let her see it. So like I was just trying to hide, because I was like, I have no idea why I was crying, other than just like this girl was in a wheelchair, like, and it fucking broke me. And like this is how my morning started off. Like I'm sitting there trying to eat, This little perfect little girl, like just sweet as could be. Like me and her were just playing. We were dancing. Like the music was on, so I was eating and dancing, kind of like I always do. And she was just dancing too. Like we were just having fun, man. Just being kids, you know, just enjoying life, like enjoying the moment. And I don't, man, I don't know, dude. Dude, I hurt so bad. Like, I just want to fucking heal her. And that may not make sense to anybody else. But, like, to me, it's just like, in my head, it's like, I gotta figure out how to do this. I gotta figure out how to heal people, man. Like, I do. Especially little kids. Like, they don't fucking deserve it. They do not deserve it. Like, if I can fix her, I gotta be able to, like, but then again, it's like, I look at, you know, I'm starting to look at things in a weird totality of, like, you know, sometimes, like, things are exactly what they're supposed to be, but it's like, that little girl is gonna be a stronger human being than 99.9% of human beings in this world, and, like, her character's gonna be better, everything, and she's probably better than me, for sure. Just a bright little star, man, and it was so funny. Because I don't know if I was crying, dude. I was crying, and she came when she was leaving. She said bye, and I said bye, and I was just trying not to look at them because I was fucking crying, and I wasn't really embarrassed. I just didn't want to cry in front of her because I don't know where it came from, and I was freaking crying, and my heart was broken, and she like backs up to me with her chair, like, so she's behind me. She goes, "Don't eat with your mouth open," or don't, yeah. And I was like, I don't think I was, because I tend not to, but when I chew gum, sometimes I get lost. Especially since I've been becoming a kid, I do now. Where before it was a huge pet peeve for me that I hated it. But I've been kind of noticing that, like, especially when I'm chewing gum, like, it does it, and I don't really like it, but I kind of get lost in the moment sometimes. And I was thinking about that today after she told me that. And I was like, I don't think I was doing it, but maybe I was. I don't remember what it was, but like I said, I was crying, so a lot of stuff happens when you're crying because you can't fucking control something. You're just trying to control yourself to not cry. And just a beautiful little kid, man. And it was just perfect. And like I said, we were just dancing, having fun. Like, she was in her chair and I was over here, and we were just eating, but like existing together and just giving each other time and just being innocent, like just spinning the bowl and like eating the, like trying to pick up food while the bowl was spinning. And I don't know, dude, but she fucking broke me, man. Like, I wasn't embarrassed per se, because there was other people in there, and I think they saw that I was crying, but dude, that little girl just broke me, man. Like, and that was how my day started. And it's like, dude, it just started me in a path of, like, it wasn't bad. It was just, like, emotional. And it's like, I have no reason other than, like, I just want the best for her. But, like, like, it's not negative or positive that she's in a chair. I mean, it's probably negative, I guess, but it just depends on how she perceives it, right? Like, if she perceives it as it just is, like, then for her it just is, right? So it's not negative, where maybe if I look at it and I'm like, you know, I wish she could walk, you know, who knows what she thinks. And it's not right or wrong. I'm assuming she wants to walk or whatever it is, but I think, like, kids just don't know different. And like that, I think in itself is beautiful. And I don't know, man. Just disabilities itself has always broke me. I just never understood them. I've never understood them. Like, they just literally make zero sense. And it's just like, I cannot, in my head, understand, like, why. I've just never been able to understand why. And then, like, if for some reason in the future I'm able to help them, like, I have to, like, I don't have a choice. It really doesn't matter, because in the future I will help them. I don't know how. I have to, like, it's not that they're them or a group of people, but just people. I just want to help people. I just don't like disabilities. I don't like anyone being down, man. It freaks me out, man. And I just hate it. I've always hated it since I was little. Just it never made sense. Like, if I have this, like, they need this. It's not fair. Life's not fair, but it is what it is. If there's some way in the magical universe of what we live in, if I can figure out a way to help them, then that's what I want to do. And so, like, it's, you know, and I just look at the little kid, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just don't understand. I truly don't understand that. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way to shop and peas, and I hope we find a better way than copper keys, and I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. I need help understanding it, because it's like I could say some stuff now that would sound outrageous and crazy. But it's like I've always had the feeling that I can help people, and in the outrageous and crazy way. It's like now that I trust myself and I know that I am who I am and I'm special and I'm all these things and I'm different. It's like now it's like, is this what I was talking about back many, many, many years ago in my head? This is what I just knew to be true many times, many years ago. Where it's like I can help people. Man, this plane is doing some hood rat stuff with his friends. Literally flying right over me. That's crazy. I don't know, man. The little girl's as cute as could be, dude, and she broke me. Like, she broke me, dude. Dude, she's breaking me now. I don't know. It's like all I think about. Like, can I help her? You know? And then so I ate. I finished eating. I don't know how. Other than I'm crying in my food. And it's not good or bad, but it's like starting the day like just fucking emotional crying. Like, it's weird. And it kind of set me on a day of, I hate to say failure, but not going to work, to say the least. Because like after that happened, I was like, dude, there's no fucking way I'm going to work right now. I was like, I have to go deal with this emotion, and which is fine. It's exactly what needed to happen. And so like when I left there, like, you know, I told them bye, whatever, and then I left, and I went to the park. So now I'm like trying to eat because I'm fucking emotional and stressed. I'm not even hungry. Like, I ate some of this already. I'll eat later when I get done. But and so I went to the nature place again today, and when I got there, I don't know what time it was, but the sun was coming over the thing, and it was just perfect. But I was fucking emotional, dude. So I get out, I have my headphones in, and I'm listening to my talk. And I walk probably like 50 yards. Dude, I'm just fucking emotional there. Like, I can't even do anything. Like, I'm just so broken. And like this little girl, I don't know what it was. Like, I don't. I don't know if it was the totality of the energy in the place, where that little girl was so happy, but everyone else was different. And I think that's how it's perceived. That's why I talked about what I said, was like the little girl sees it one way, and then everyone else sees it as like maybe a disability. Well, the little girl sees what she is as what she is, and then she would go through life as it being regular, as long as everyone treated her like she was regular. But being that everyone always looks at her different or special, and that's kind of like how I was just treating her today. I just wanted to treat her the same as everybody else because she was. I just wanted just not think about anything else other than that we're just eating, I'm eating, she's eating, we're in the vicinity, the music's on and we're just dancing together while we eat. So like I don't know if I was just picking up everybody else's energy, because I did look at a woman across from me and she was looking emotional too, and I was like, So like I don't know if I just grabbed everyone's emotions in that place or not, and just I had to go fucking deal with them, because kind of how things happen is like I just take everyone's bad emotions just because I can transmute them, even though it sucks and it's miserable, and it was my life for all of eternity for the 35 years, and people don't understand it. People won't understand it. But it's like this little girl, like she just wants to be the fucking same. And she was. Like we had fun. She was just like spunky and just she was just regular, man. And I don't know, dude. She breaks me now. But just because she was just so... She didn't see me as different either. Like, that's just where, like little kids just understand, like, life. Because everything is just simple. It just is. Like, there is no difference. Like, I'm human, she's human. She's eating, I'm eating. She's having fun, I'm having fun. And then it's like us human, us adults, we look at it and we just like, we fucking make it worse. Like we really do. Like just fucking treat them the same. They're not. They're perfect the way they are. Like just make them feel normal. Let them do what they have to do. And I think that's the best choice, man. Honestly, like I don't know, dude. That little girl, like I said, she backed up to me and she's like, make sure you eat with your mouth closed. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
I wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold,
you know, and this is why, like, this is why I like kids more than I like adults, because it's like little kids, like they're fucking cool, man. Like they get it. They ain't little bitches and stuff. They don't run from the trauma like they tell you like it is, man. With your damn mouth closed, bruh. It's so cool, man. When all these adults hide everything, they don't fucking won't even tell you if they like you or not like you. You run away, like these bitches, man. Like, little kids are cool, dude. Like they got it right, man. They got it right, dude. And then we get broken because we get broken by our adult selves, by our parents that don't know how to show emotions and stuff anymore. And it's like, I don't know, man. That little girl broke me though. She really did. I don't think it was her. I think I grabbed everyone's emotions in that place. And but it was a hell of a day to start. A hell of a way to start the day, man. And I'm so appreciative of it, like, because I couldn't have asked for a better way to start a day than sharing a moment of having fun and just enjoying being alive, like just two random strangers, like, just existing and not seeing a difference in each other. We're just existing and eating food and enjoying music and company. Even we didn't even know each other. It just didn't matter. It's crazy, man. Kids break me, dude. Because, like, they don't judge me ever. And, like I said, being that I just felt judged my whole life, it's like that non-judgment feeling, it breaks me every time. Because it's all I felt growing up. So like when I don't get judged now, dude, it's just all I feel is love, and it breaks me because it's fucking overwhelming, and it's like I just don't get it because it's like it's only kids, like literally, like it's only kids that look at me and accept me for me, like every single time, man. Like it makes zero sense. And I understand that I have an innocence about me, and I have all this other stuff that, you know, like kids see and like animals see and all this stuff, but it's like when you grow up through life and then like you're just fucking different and judged the whole time, or you feel judged. And like I said, like her, like she has a disability or whatever, and then so I know what she fucking feels when everyone looks at you and just casts that fucking shadow on you. Like it's a weird shadow, bro. It has good intentions, but it doesn't mean the repercussions aren't fucking negative and real and hurtful and like smothery. And it's very difficult to explain. But like I said, I know how she feels. Because like that's how I felt my whole life. So like, so when I just so like I just had fun. Like that's it. I just wanted to treat her like she was gonna treat me. I knew she was gonna accept me for me, and I was gonna accept her for her. And we're not gonna talk about anything else. And she's human and I'm a human. And when I'm eating, she's eating. She's enjoying herself, I'm enjoying myself. Like I'm dancing to the music, she's dancing to the music. I wish that we could walk the path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. It's like, dude, I can't even explain. I knew this talk was gonna suck. Because I knew it was gonna bring me straight into these emotions. And being it probably took me an hour today to get out of them this morning. But I don't know, dude. I can't think of anything other than just overwhelming love, like perfection. Of like I'm just so grateful for the moment that she blessed me with her presence. Like it's so weird, it's so confusing. Like honestly, I don't remember which one talked first. It may have been me. I don't remember. It doesn't matter, but I don't know, man. I just felt overwhelmed with love. And like blessed. Or whatever the word would be. Like just grateful. To like just even exist in that little girl's presence. And it's like I don't even want to talk about anything else. Because it's like I said, it was like it had nothing to do with anything. We just existed. And like I said, a lot of people may not understand that concept. And like now when I go through life, I don't really feel judged anymore. Whether I get judged or not, it doesn't really matter. But like, it just made me feel like a little kid growing up in life. And just because like I technically don't care if people judge me or not, doesn't mean that I'm still freaking human. You know, I still have feelings. You know, I may not let them bother me per se, but it's like I'm still fucking human. Okay? And as tough as I am, like, it doesn't mean that I don't get my feelings hurt, I guess. I don't know. Not really, but technically, I guess. I don't know, dude. It was an amazing way to start the day. Like I said, it did shift it to the emotional side, which caused me to go to the park because like I was like, I can't fucking go do anything else right now. And I just can't. I'm just crying. I'm just like trying not to just bawl my eyes out. Like, and it wasn't that it was so weird because it wasn't, I don't know what I was sad about. I don't know why I was crying. Like that's the craziest part. It was like I was just overwhelmed. Like with no reason to cry. Other than maybe like that overwhelming feeling of acceptance and love. And maybe just like I want to fix her. How do I fix her? How do I fix her? How do I make it better for her? Can I fix that? Is it possible? I gotta figure out a way. Can I do this? How do I do this? Like, she's an innocent human being, like, that's adorable, like, that if it's capable, if I'm capable at all, like, she deserves it. You know, and it just charges me and gives me like reason to keep pushing in this journey that I'm on to max potential, because I think once as I get higher and higher, like, and more knowledge and stuff, then I'll be able to, like I said, hopefully in the future, be able to maybe do some crazy things, you know. Who knows? In all reality, do these miracles, they say. And it's like that's worth it to me, man. Like, that's worth, like, if I could just walk by her and just not even let her know that I did it, and she could walk, like, fuck, that would be worth everything for me. So like I'm hopeful in that I know that at one point I'll be able to do it, because otherwise why would I get to be doing this? Like, I'm hopeful. Like, it's real. If I battle the stuff that I've battled, it's real. It's real. Everything is in us. You just gotta get rid of your limiting beliefs, man. And you gotta believe completely, 100% faith. No, zero doubt. Zero doubt.
that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us.
Whatever, dude. Like I said, I went to the park and I was fucked up for a while, and listen, I made it about 50 yards in, and I was it for a while until I could just like shake myself out of the emotion, to where then I just started walking around a little bit, and I was only there for a little bit. I don't know. And then when I left, I don't know, I was there I don't know. I at least listened to my talk for once, like one time probably, I think, which is 2 hours. So from the moment that I was there till all was done, it was about 2 hours. And then I really like it. It messed me up, dude. It messed me up so bad that like I hardly took any pictures today. Like emotionally, it whooped my ass this morning, and like I couldn't really focus on anything. But today was good. But it messed me, dude. I can't even explain how bad it messed me up. Like so bad. And so when I left that park, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a green tea. I want another tea. So I drive to go get a tea. It was on the way back anyways. So I stop and I go in there and I get a green tea. And then when I come out, like I go and look at this place that I've just been interested in. And like I'm just looking in the window. And this guy comes out, and he's a tattoo guy. And I holler at him real quick. I was like, I don't know what we said, but then we started talking. And I was just kind of talking about that building, and he was just kind of telling me that those people, the landlords and stuff, aren't very good. They don't care about anything. You gotta fix everything. I don't know. And I was like, well, I don't know. I was like, that building looks cool to me. I was like, I'm an artist, you know. And he's like, I draw and stuff like that. I was like, that's cool. And I asked him, I was like, do you do hand tattoos? Because like tattoos on the hand, because like I went to another place and they won't do it. And he's like, yeah, I will. If that's what you want, like, if that's really what you want to do. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I like, yeah, man, I will try to go to this other place, and they won't do hand tattoos. And I told the other guy who did like my commandments. He said, yeah, I like that dude. Whatever, he knew that guy. And I was like, well, it's like, do you have like time today to do Pride and Ego on my hands? He's like, yeah, man, I got time. I was like, all right. I was like, can you do it right now? I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, let me go move my truck. My truck was in another parking lot. So I go get my truck and just drive over there, and like I go inside there and he's working it up, and right when he's working it up, I look at my phone and it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was like, well, fuck. Evidently, it's exactly right now. And I told him, he's like, well, I guess it's meant to be today. I was like, dude, I literally just looked at my phone when we walked in here and it said 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was like, yeah, evidently I'm getting hand tattoos today. And getting Pride and Ego, which is what I wanted. And that's kind of how things go. It's like I feel it, and a lot of times opportunities will come up when it's supposed to happen. And you know, maybe it wasn't meant to happen last week when I thought about it. It wasn't, because when me and him met, and then me and him had conversation, and me and him, like, whatever. I walked in there, you know what movie was on? Yes Man. And I looked at him and I was like, dude, this movie is like me, bro. And like in all reality, like it was on, and I was watching this movie and I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, this is my life, literally. Like, well, I jumped extremes. Well, I started saying yes to everything. And, but not really, but like in the whole totality of it, like I did all these things on my own in a weird way. And, where it's like the whole point is like what I've done in this journey was that Yes Man movie. Where like he used to say no, so he does the extreme. And then at the end of the movie, the dude's like, no, dude. Like, the point is to start saying yes. So I make you do the extreme to because otherwise you won't do it. And then you learn that balance in between the middle. And then you learn that you want to say yes to things. It's like that was the whole journey that I did. Because I knew what I did day one. I was like, I have to jump extremes and live in that extreme and then find balance in it. You know, because I know both extremes is negative. Or at least both extremes you can't keep up forever. Like I can't keep up loving all the time. Like you can't do it. And it's gonna turn negative over time. In the beginning it's okay. Because it's so fresh that people really don't they're not gonna take advantage of you too much in the beginning. But over time, if you constantly be that yes man, that's when they start catching on wind, and then they start taking advantage of you and stuff like that. But at first, it's not that bad. Like it is what it is. Like you can demand, because that's just basic anyways. Like you're basically gonna get fucked in the beginning anyways. By being a nice human being, sometimes like it doesn't matter. Like being a nice guy, you're gonna get fucked every single time. Like it doesn't really matter. But for me, that's I give a little to get a lot. And it's mostly because I'm gonna win in the end. So I'll allow you to abuse and use me, because at the end of the day, like you're gonna get karma based on that. You're gonna get something based on it, and I can just deal with it. And like I said, I am the Grim Reaper, so it is what it is. I am the man dressed in black. Like I am good and evil at the same time. Like you guys don't understand this, but it's like I'm Judgment, and it's fun because it's my way to be. I don't know. I like as much as I like being a nice guy. Like I kill you with kindness, and like, that's a real thing. And I got food beside me, and I'm just so fucking nervous and messed up right now emotionally, and I keep just wanting to escape and eat food. Like, but there's no reason to. But it's just like that emotional habit of like nervous eating, or just trying to comfort yourself, you know, self-soothe or whatever. But whatever, dude. So we end up talking, and he's like, dude, he's been like tattooing since he was like, I don't know if he said 14 or 21, but he said he's been doing this since then. And he was an older guy. He's like, I've never worked a day in my life. I was like, dude, you're way fucking ahead of everybody else, bro. I was like, it took me till this year, you know, to understand. Like now that I'm doing art and stuff. And even now, like when I go to work, it's not really work. It's not hard. It's just, I'm just existing. It's not good or bad. It just is what it is. It's not negative. It's not positive. It's just means to an end right now. And, but it was cool. It was a cool interaction that I had with him, because it's like, I'm starting to meet people, like I said, now. I'm meeting humans that get it. They get what, like, life is actually about. And the real meaning of it. And it's like, it has nothing to do with anything. It has nothing to do with color. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with sex. It has nothing to do with religion. Like it's so it's just about the human. It's just about being human, like literally. And it's like, it's so stupid that we break each other down and divide ourselves. You know what's so funny? And you know what's so funny? It's like, you got conservatives, and you got Christians, and you got all these people that literally go, the government's dividing us. Oh, I can watch the government divide us. Look at this. Look at them divide it. But then, like, you're dividing yourself even deeper based on religion and sex and this and that. Like, you guys are just mimicking what you're mad against. Like, it's so funny. Like, well, I can't hang out with them because they do this. I can't love them because they do this. I'm like, you guys are so stupid. Like, literally. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. There's a gas station up here, and in the bathroom, it's so funny. And I get that people are gonna be like, Cody, you're just being mean to Christians. Well, there's good Christians and there's Christians. But it's so funny. Like, it's not good or bad. Like, there's really good stuff in Christianity. Like, really. But it's bigger than that. Like, you know. Like, it's bigger than a binder, bro. It's bigger than a book. Like, literally. And, but there's someone wrote on the wall, there's no hate like Christian hate. And I saw that the first time, dude, I laughed so hard. Because it's like that's it. Like, think about, like, I don't talk to my brother anymore because of that. Like, in all reality, like, he doesn't accept me for me. So it's like, really, bro? But it's like, you think about like that. Like, that's religion, bro. It's just made to divide. The different sects. Sex. I can't sit. Sex. S-E-C-T. Look at it, it's made to divide you. Whatever, dude. But it was cool, man. So he tattooed me up, and they're perfect. It was so funny. It was so funny because we were sitting there, and he goes, I honestly didn't tattoo these on you. Like, I just uncovered them for you. And I was like, dude, I was like, you have no idea, because I was like, that's how I feel about my other tattoos. I was like, that's how I feel about my other tattoos, because, like, my commandments, because I was like, it's like they were always there. Like, they were always there. It's like, I'm not putting anything new on me. They were always written on me. And I told him, I said, dude, I was like, there's one night when I was in my room, like, I saw tattoos all over my body that I've never seen before. And it was like I saw shadows of them on me. And I was like, I know I'm tatted up in a weird way. And no one would understand it but me. And it's almost, they're like almost tribal and but white. Like white or blue, almost like a light tattoo. I can't explain it. And that's what I saw. And I was like, yeah, dude, I was like, they're just meant to be there. And like I said, I knew I was going to get Pride and Ego tattooed on me. I knew. And now it's just like perfect, because it's like I said, they're for me. They're for me to remember to have pride and to have ego. Like, these tattoos are for me. They're not for anybody else. Like, literally. You know? And like I said, everything I do, especially to my body, is for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. Who gives a fuck? Like, in all reality. And like, being that I'm having to hold myself to whatever standard that I create, because I'm my own judge. I understand. It doesn't mean that God doesn't judge me, whatever. But I'm my own judge here. The way I believe is God gave me free will. Therefore, I am my own judge. So I have to keep myself in line. With what? With whatever I deem to be the line. Now, I could be a jackass and have crazy stuff, or I could have legitimate understanding of how not to hurt people and stuff like that, infringing people's free will. And that's what I've implemented, and that's what I'm going to continue. And so whatever, like, I judge myself. And so, like, dude, I love them. I really love them. They're simple, they're just words. But those words are big. Like, and that's what I tell people, man. Like, and people, my older brother used to talk all the time. I was like, dude, you don't understand. Like, if I say one word, like, it's an encyclopedia thickness of information. Like, but I just don't have time to explain to you. Number one, because you're not going to listen. Because you're not going to give me a chance to speak anyways. Number two, it's just a losing battle. And I'm not here to change your mind. I honestly don't care. Because you just don't have any idea. You have your idea, that's fine. But I have my ideas as well. And my ideas are big. And thought of. In every aspect. In every direction. And that's kind of like what I lived in. Like, not him, but I'm just saying in general. Like, that was my life. Every person in my family was that. Literally. And they were all encompassed in that religion. In some ideal. Even if they jumped around in religion, like, as far as, like, denominations and all this crap, like, it was always that way, or the highway. And it was just, like, it's just so unwelcoming. Even though they said they welcomed everyone, it made zero sense. It made zero sense. Because it was like a class. This is why I don't. It doesn't make sense. Like when I went to Life Church, it was pretty cool. They were pretty accepting of everyone. But a lot of other churches, like it's so undertoned. Like unless you drink the Kool-Aid, you're not part of us. Type of deal. A cult. They're all cults, and it's all undertoned with like you have to drink the Kool-Aid or you're not in. You have to do this or you're not in. You have to do all this, jump through hoops and do all this stuff for these cults. And which is funny because like it was so funny because the first time I met with my barber, which we went to high school together, but the first time I met, like I got her to cut my hair. She's like, dude, you're gonna start a cult. And I said, yeah, probably. She's like, well, I'll be your first member. I was like, okay. And then I had another woman tell me that they were gonna join my cult. And so when I went back to the barber again, I told Carrie, I was like somebody else told me that they were gonna join my cult, and I didn't even bring it up. And she's like, well, you starting one? I was like, well, the point is I have to have 3 people to tell me, and then I do it. So I'm just waiting for the 3rd. As soon as the 3rd comes, I guess I'm starting a cult. So, but my cult will be fun, bro. We're gonna at least have fun. I'll tell you that. But I'm not starting a cult. I'm starting, like, I'm just being me. And like I'm bringing a way. I am showing the way. I'm not the way. I'm showing the way. This is what you guys got wrong with Jesus in the past. Was he was literally saying, I am showing you the way. Like literally, read your Bible. This is the way to live. Not I am the way. I am showing you the way. But we're so ignorant. And we built like a whole freaking literally cult based on the wrong understanding of him trying to explain to you what you're fucking supposed to do. How you're supposed to live. How you're supposed to love. How you're supposed to be kind. How you're supposed to feed the homeless. How you're supposed to take care of the widows and the orphans. And then we built whole religions on it and never fix a problem. Literally. And I guess people find some surrender and hope in it. But that goes with that belief. That's what I'm saying. Like when you believe in something so real, when you believe in anything, it doesn't matter. If you believe in it wholeheartedly, then it will comfort you. Or it could, if you believe in something bad, then it would do that as well, but do the opposite. But it's like that's how strong belief is. That's how strong your imagination is, honestly. Because when you believe in something, you're imagining it. So that's how it works. Dude, it's hilarious. Like, think about reading. Like, what do you do when you read? You are imagining. Like, so you're reading these things and you're creating stories and imagination in your head. And you're making them real. And then you believe them so much that you build your life on that. Like, you are manifesting that. Like, in all reality. So it's hilarious to me because like all these Christians are saying that this manifests and all this crap is evil. I'm like, you guys are doing it every day. Like you guys are doing, and then when you're speaking, you guys are casting spells all day long. Like literally. Like literally. You know, and it goes with the whole thing. Like ignorance of the law is no excuse. Like it's the same thing. Just because you're ignorant about what you're doing, it doesn't mean it's not real. Like it doesn't mean it's not real. It is real. You may or may not believe in it, but the effects are real. And I don't know, dude. It was whatever. So whatever. Me and him talk, dude. Everything is so fire, dude. Like every interaction with human beings is perfect, man. I cannot explain it other than like my life is perfection. Like literally, like now, like in this moment right now, when I say that, I think about Jesus and I go, or Yahushua, whatever you want to call him, and I go, yeah, that's the perfection part, because he lived perfection, meaning that in anything and everything, it was perfect. It was meant to be. And once it happened, it was perfect, and that's what he lived. Whether he went in there and destroyed the churches and kicked over stuff because people were just being stupid and fools and bartering, and really they were just robbing people like they do now in our churches. And he was pissed off about it because of the injustices done to the people based on power and based on spirituality and all this crap. And they're just like using and abusing people and keeping them, making them slaves. And but it's like in all reality, like what he was saying was like everything that he had to do was perfect, meaning it all was in line with his purpose. Like in every single day, no matter what happened, that was perfect. And like that's how I'm living my life now. Where like no matter what I do, you could look at it as negative or positive. You could look at it as this or that, but it doesn't matter. Once the act is done, it's perfect. So like I am living my life perfectly. Doesn't mean I don't sin per se or whatever you want to call it. It's like you're not judging me, so it doesn't freaking matter. If you want to judge me, try and judge yourself first. Like that's the point. And honestly, what happens is if you judge people first, then you're just calling judgment on yourself. It's bounced off of them and onto you. And that's what dictates your life. And like it's hilarious. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's really hilarious. Because it's like, this is why I don't wish harm on people. This is why I want the hope. I hope the best for everyone. Because if I was to do the opposite, then my life would turn into shit. Because I would be calling judgment on myself by judging other human beings. Watch yourself. Watch what you do. Watch. When you look at somebody, especially like me, and you're like, that dude's fucking crazy, that dude's doing this, that dude's not a good human being, that dude's this, that dude's a liar, that dude's this. I got people calling shit on my name. I know. But if I was to call them up right now, you was to call them up right now, their life would be in shambles. Because the judgments that were calling on me, that reflected on them. And they know it. The lies that they told on me, that they just shine the truth on themselves, and then the people start falling away from them. Because the truth comes out. That, wait a minute, Cody's not what they said he was. Cody is this. Cody is living in his authentic light, and he's being himself. He doesn't even fuck with people. He doesn't even deal with people. He's not even with humans 90% of the time. How is he this negative person? Like, he doesn't even fuck with people. Like, literally. And so, it's funny to me. I hate it. I hate it for you. Because I told you, I tell people all the time, like, please don't. Like, if anything, like, please don't talk shit about me. Like, please don't, because it only harms you. Like, please don't. I don't want you to do that to yourself. Like, it sucks. I love you. Even when you're talking shit and throwing shade on me. I love you. I don't want you to be worse off than when I met you. Like, literally, like, that makes zero sense. But I do want you to be better for yourself. I want the best for you. And I guess if I have to bring that judgment, and I'm the Grim Reaper, which I am, like, then it is what it is. I mean, I signed up for this, actually. And it kind of appeases my dark side. Because, like I said, I do get off on it, technically. But it's only because I've been in the darkness, and then I had to Grim Reap myself. And, that's why I said, that's the only reason why I can talk about the stuff that I talk about is because I've done it. To myself first. But whatever, so when I got done with him, I met another tattoo artist, and he was talking about some work and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to get out of this bad, but it's just like every avenue is just like people just want me to do work, and it's like, I don't know. It just makes zero sense to me. But like I told the tattoo artist today, I was like, you know what? I look back at my life and I understand that it wasn't about the work, man. It's never been about the work, but the work brought me to humans. It brought me to them. You know, when I look back at my life where, like, I would spend time with people, like widows or whatever, I cut their grass, and I would go inside their house and talk to them for an hour every time I cut their yard. I lost the shit out of money. But it didn't matter because it's like it wasn't about the money itself. It was just about interaction with humans and just me freely giving them time and them freely giving me time. They were helping me, you know, focus, you know, helping me feel loved, giving me attention, and I was also doing the same in return. And they were lonely as well. And then, like I said, they never saw me different. I was Cody, and they were them. Like, I was the landscaping kid, but it's like, but it was more than that. You know, like I was like the fucking family, dude, and they were mine. And I was blessed, and it was I don't like the word blessed, because that just seems it means less than, and I don't like that. So it was my pleasure to be with them. You know, I'm honored that I got to be with them and spend time with them and learn from them. And it's just like you don't understand. Like, life is so cool. And you know, and I think about like people that don't get out and go out into the world. That was old Cody. Well, now, like I said, like now I'm going out into the world. I'm going to these places, and I'm making things happen. I'm making interactions happen with humans. I'm speaking up and talking. Just because why not? You know, that's the point of existing is to be with other human beings, and like even if it's for just a brief moment. And whatever. So me and him talk, whatever, and who knows? You know, maybe I told him, I was like, I need some other tattoos. Anyways, like I want to get IVEA on my hand and on both my hands, but we kind of talked about it, and maybe too small. The small tattoos are not good, and they're just not. Like, you need bigger stuff. And so I don't know. I may draw it up and let him see, and then maybe get a little post on my hand and see what it looks like for both. Because it actually, the symbol I did today is it. It's exactly what it is. It's an X. It will be an X, and then there'll be an I in the top, and a V in the bottom, and an E on the left, and an A on the right. And it says I, and then it says EVA. And so that's technically how it's supposed to look. And so I will get that tattooed on me, and I want it on both hands. Right behind my thumbs. That's why I picture it. That's why I see it already. So, I mean, I'm going to get it there anyway. And it just reminds me of who I am. Like, that is my name. Not Cody, but that. And that's my consciousness name. That's the totality of who I am. It's not this vessel that I'm in. The name given by these humans. And, whatever. So when I left there, I was excited because I had my tattoos, and he told me, you probably shouldn't work today. just being that they're on your hands, like you want, it's open wound, you want to heal them. And he's like, but tomorrow you can work. And I was like, well, what about pain tonight? He's like, well, you'll be fine. And I didn't get any pain on them tonight, so I made sure I wouldn't. And so it was like it kind of dictated my day, which it was exactly what it was supposed to be. You know, like everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to. It was meant to be, and it was perfect. And so when I left him, I was like, you know what, I can't work, so I'm just gonna go to my park right there, which is literally across the street, across the water, and I'm just gonna listen to my talk. My talk is 2 hours long. I know it's 2 hours long. It's fucking long as shit, and I got a pocket full of spray paint caps, and I was like, I'm gonna at least listen to it for 2 hours. I know it's about 1 o'clock, so I can listen to it 2 times before 4. I can listen to it 3 times before 6. So I was like, I'm gonna go for 2, and maybe go for 3. And so, that space, the park right there is big. I like it. There's many things I can do, many facets of the stuff that I like to play. And so like I just went to the park and I started playing The Floor is Lava while listening to my talk. And I didn't take many pictures today. Like I said, I was emotionally fucked up. And like I said, that little girl, the precious moment of existence with her this morning, it set the day the way it did. And it's beautiful because it was an overwhelming feeling. And it was an overwhelming feeling of, like I said, love, acceptance, and then I have to figure out a way to where I can heal people, or help people heal them actually, but I just have to. I have faith that I know I can do it. I just need help from the creator and whatever, so I can know my path to get to that point. And I just need help. And because I want to help them. I want to help everyone. And it's since I was little, it was just, I wanted to do it. Like I had to do it. Like I don't, if Jesus could do it, I could do it. Not saying I'm better or anything, but I'm just saying, like, if he said we could do it, then I can do it. And it's not for notoriety or anything other than, like, why the fuck wouldn't I not do it? If there's anything that I can sacrifice or get to the point where I can come up or figure out a way, whatever, so I can help heal people, like, then I'm gonna do it. Like, it's the why, because, like, there's no reason not to. Like, really? So I just gotta do whatever it is to get to that point. So I just need help, and I believe it. I gotta believe it, and you know, and sometimes, like I said, like, you know, they say seeing is believing, but you gotta believe it before you see it, and it's like it's getting rid of that doubt, that little bit of doubt, and so whatever, dude. I just went to the park. Just had fun, man, and I just when I got there, I saw these geese and these ducks, and I had a quarter, so I was like, I bought this food, and as soon as I fed a couple ducks, this little dude, this adorable little kid, and his mom were walking there, and so I just stood my hand. I was throwing food to the ducks, and I just literally just put my hand out with all this food in it, and let the little kid just run up and just start grabbing food out of my hand and throwing it in there. And he was the most adorable thing in the world, dude. He was probably like 3 years old, literally 3 or 4 years old, and like he would throw a little piece and he'd go ah, and he would laugh like that, dude. And we were just rolling. I was laughing because it was like just so, dude, kids were just adorable, because like it's like he took one piece at a time, and he would pick it out of my hand and throw it, and it would hit the water, and sometimes the duck would get it, sometimes it wouldn't, and but he would laugh every single time, and then sometimes he would laugh more when the duck would grab it, and like it was the cutest little like and like I was just rolling, dude. And then it was so funny because then like these two old women with these big ass cameras came up and they were standing on the bridge right in front of us. And like it was me, the little kid, his mom had her arms around him so he wouldn't fall and jump into the water. And they were Hispanic, so I don't think they spoke English. And obviously they probably thought I spoke Spanish, but then I didn't. And I did say no mas when my hand was empty. And but it was just so funny because I told it, I said it's amazing what a quarter can do. Because I spent a quarter on little duck food, and like that little kid, dude, I had so much enjoyment off of a little quarter and letting this little kid grab one piece at a time and feed the ducks. Like, cause that kid was laughing and didn't make me laugh. Like there was nothing I could do. Like he was, like every single time he would talk, I was like, dude, this is hilarious. This is adorable. And like it's just beautiful moments like that where it's like life is so simple. And it was so funny because me and the tattoo artist, we talked about this. He was like, he's like, people come in here are like, because we were talking about eating at the restaurant right next door, and we were just kind of talking about how the food is actually reasonably priced, like, but it's real good food. And I told her, I was like, yeah, dude, that's my favorite restaurant, like in town, like that's my spot, like I love it. And he was telling me, yeah, like they're good, they make them food and stuff like that too. And we were just talking kind of like, I was like, dude, when I walk in there, like, look, this is what I look like, dude. And I was like, they accepted me as I am. And I was like, it's just beautiful to walk into a place like that where like people just accept you for who you are. I was like, and I told him, and I was like, dude, I was adopted and I was raised here like this. And I was like, so I felt this way my whole life, where like it didn't fit in. And then that's when he told me, he's like, well, look at that picture on the wall. That's me. I'm a tattoo artist back, 40 years ago. Like I felt the same way. Like no one accepted me either. And then we just kind of talked about how he was like, yeah, everyone comes in here with $200 pairs of shoes, like an $80 a shirt, like $200 jeans, and then they don't want to pay me what I asked to do a tattoo, And I was like, dude, I get it. He's like, but I know my worth. And I was like, dude, look at these tattoos. He's like, see, worthy right there. I was like, that's why I have those tattoos, is because I didn't know my own worth, And it's like all these people think that materialistic stuff is your worth, but it's not. And then like, flash an hour and a half later, an hour later, I'm out there and I get a quarter, and it fucking creates so much enjoyment from a one quarter, way more enjoyment than me wearing a $200 pair of shoes. And it's like, so what's real? And it's like, I'm understanding that these interactions that cost me nothing are so much more beautiful. Like the moment this morning with the little girl, like that was priceless. Like that was a real moment that has no monetary value whatsoever. It was just two souls just existing in the same presence of each other, and just accepting each other completely for who they are, and showing each other love and like acceptance. And like the whole time she was there, dude, I was like, what do I have in my truck to give her? Like I wanted, like I wish I would have had a piece of art in my truck. Like I would have gave it to that little girl. Like that's all I could think about. It was like, can I fucking make her something? I want to make her something so bad. And I was like, but I don't have any art in my truck. And I just wanted to give her something. I don't know what I wanted to give her. I'm a fucking giver. That's what I do. I love to give people stuff, and especially something I create, because I know if I create it, it's created with love. And because she gave me love right then, and then, you know, and maybe that's why I give people tangible stuff. I think it's because that's a worth issue. It's like I felt like I always have to give people tangible stuff, but in all reality, my existence itself is enough. And as long as I give them love, then that's enough. And so hopefully that little girl feels the same way that I feel, and I appreciate her just accepting me as I am, tattooed up and looking like this and dressed with paint all over me, but it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. And this is just like I had a dude text me last night, and I told him, I said, now you're the teacher, but you got to be the student too, and something like that. And then in my talk last night, I said it, and I heard myself talking today. I was like, dude, my life is so fun. Because like I always speak about what I'm going to talk about, what's going to happen the next day, or within the next hour. And it's just beautiful. My life is so beautiful. And but it's only beautiful because I perceive it. You know, like all these moments would go on, and like without appreciating them, like you can't ever really acknowledge what's really happening in your life. You know, and like when you're not aware of it, you just think it's just is, and it's just like that's no way to live, because like you're missing out on everything. Because like every interaction with humans and every moment in life is something special, because it will never happen again like that again. Like it's only that time. But whatever. So I let that go kid through, and it was awesome. And so then I go play The Floor Is Lava, and maybe I don't know. And I just stand there, and like I said, I was fucked up in the head, man. Just the experience itself messed me up. And so whatever. So I just play The Floor Is Lava and walk around my timbers and just listen to my talk, and then walk down the path, and then I walk into the woods, dude. And I walked in there, and I ended up walking up on 3 deers within like 10 feet of me, and because I always look down a lot of times when I'm going to the woods. Number one, because I'm not afraid of anything. Number two, because I'm just looking. And I'll look up and look around, but a lot of times I'm just looking on the ground and just like looking around, like my peripheral vision. And a lot of it, I guess, would be threats aren't high. Like, I'm not afraid of anything, but there's still, like, if I fall in a hole or something like that, I want to watch where my feet are going. Or a snake or something. And even though I'm not technically afraid of that, they still spook me, to say the least. And maybe I haven't seen one in a while. And I've gotten better with snakes. They don't really, as long as if I catch them in the corner of my eye, they spook me. And whatever. So I'm just walking through there. Plus, I like to look at low perspectives, because then I like to take pictures down there, you know. And but whatever. I ended up looking up, and then like there's 3 deer right there. And I just kept. They didn't run or nothing. And so because I saw her yesterday, and that's the one I was flapping my wings at. And so then I just kept walking. I spent a lot of time in there, and I ended up coming back around and being probably within 20 feet of them. And I just sat on the ground, and then I ended up just laying there for a while and listening to my talk. And it was kind of just chilled, because I knew today was done. Like I couldn't do anything else. I knew I had to be there for at least 6 hours, or at least 3 talks, or however much time I had left. And so whatever, dude. I just spent a lot of time there, and then I made a whole lap. I ended up coming out of there, played the talk again, made a whole lap, and ended up back to The Floor Is Lava. And I think I found the ball. So I found this tennis ball, and so pretty much from that point on, for the next 4 hours, I had this ball in my hand, and so I started walking around the timbers, and I would bounce the ball and just bouncing the ball and catching it, and just listening to my talk, and it just playing. It's super weird because it's almost like I'm such a multitasker, but I like to focus. I like to be focused on something else while I'm focusing on what's going on in my head, and like I always have to be focusing on multiple things. That's how I grow, and so me and this ball, this ball is my friend, and whatever. Maybe skip some rocks, whatever. And I talked to a few other people. There was a black guy came up and he was fishing, so I talked to him for a second, and then there was this woman and daughter, and I noticed the little girl watched me play The Floor Is Lava, and I think that she was just weird. I think a lot of times, like, people think I'm weird as shit, like, because I'm literally, like, just playing games. I'm like a grown-ass man. Maybe I don't look grown. I don't know. But I'm just having fun. I'm lost. And I don't really care what anybody's doing or thinking. What I do, I am observant enough to see when people are watching me. I just kind of keep doing what I'm doing. But, especially little kids. Kids are very curious. And so they were sitting at a bench. And I saw that they were drawing, so like I walked up to them. I was like, "Dude, I draw." I was like, "What are you guys doing? What are you guys painting or whatever drawing?" And then we just talked a little bit. The little girl was. I like the mom. She was a mature woman, so older, and the daughter was. I liked her attitude. It was kind of spunky. It was I'm trying to think. She had a confidence in her. Yet she still questioned herself. It's really weird. I'm But she was very smart. Like that's the cue that I'm picking up. Is the intelligence that she had, where she was still trying to find out herself, but she knew. It's very hard to explain. Well, the mom was just the mom, and me and her were talking just about art, and as she draws, and she wanted to know what I did and what mediums I used and stuff like that. And but the little girl, I'm trying to think. It was I like. It's the I'm trying to think. It's the difference between the adult and the child. I think it's still a difference of. Man, it's weird. I can't put a finger on it. It's like the only thing I can think of is sure of themselves. Like that's the only thing that's coming up, but it's not that. It's almost like. So for me, it's like the adult is done. Like it almost comes off as like the child is still questioning things. Like the child is still malleable, are willing to change, are willing to explore, willing to find out more about themselves in whatever it is that they do. Because she talked about like watercoloring and some other stuff. But then like the mom is more like, well, I can't do this. I can't do that. And so it's almost like a defeated attitude and like still a wonder. And where it's like I can get adults to go back to the wonder. Because that's when you kind of have actually the greatest capability. Because number one, you have the adult freedom technically, and the money and whatever else. So like when you have the adult things, like ultimately you can really explore that wonder even more than a child who's still restricted by their parents. So unless their parents just cater to them, which would be sweet, within reason. But I don't know, it's just cool interactions that I have, because I'm just learning lessons and taking in data. Like, whatever. So I ended up, so I just took this ball and like I'm bouncing it and walking all the way down. Like I'm just having so much fun, just trapped in the moment. And it's like just listen to my talk. And I walked it once. Again, another one, but this time with the ball. And then so like I think I had like an hour and a half left or something. I don't know. Like this would have been my third thing in the talk. And so, man, it's an hour and 20 minutes already. And so like whatever, dude, I had fun. And I walked down there and I had to like, a lot of people walk their dogs there, so like I have to stop. Like I'll stop bouncing my ball, the ball that I had, when there's a dog, because like the dogs will go crazy, man. So I just stop it. And like one guy was like, I had to stop bouncing the ball. He's like, yeah, she was going crazy. And then I ended up just keep going. And then I talked to a guy. He had a big ass camera. I was like, dude, you got a big ass camera, don't you? He's like, yeah. And then he started talking about the migrating birds. So me and him talked for like a couple minutes about that. He was telling me everything about it. It was cool as hell. And he's telling me about all the birds and they migrate at night and they're coming in, and told me like one bird like flies from New York and he flies for like 48 hours like over the water when they migrate. Like it's freaking crazy. Or like 72 hours, something crazy. And he was just telling me all this facts about the birds. And whatever, and then just keep walking. And then I made it all the way back around to where the woman and daughter was, and I asked her to see like the finished product, and they showed me. I said, that's awesome, it's perfect. And then we just had a little bit of communication there, and then I ended up talking to the black guy that was fishing. He didn't catch anything yet, and then I just kind of went to my little timbers there, and at that time, like I was still bouncing my ball, and the sun was going down, so I was like, ultimately I knew I had about 30 minutes left on my talk. My headphones beeped, so I knew they were gonna die soon. And I was like, I'm just gonna sit out here and watch the sunset and bounce this ball and listen to the rest of my talk. You know, like that's a perfect day. Everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to today. I rested. I didn't work. It planned the way it needed to be. And it's perfect. So like I'm bouncing my ball and just having fun, and then I fucking end up bouncing the ball. Once it goes in the water, I get it. Another time it ended up going in the water again, and then like the last time it just boom, and it went out into the water, and like I couldn't get it this time. It was too far out there, and it just started fucking floating away. And dude, it was like it broke me, dude. It literally broke me. Like I was borderline about to cry. Because like I'm watching like my best friend that I just had for the last 2 hours. And like in my head it's like, dude, I just found this ball like 2 or 3 hours ago, or however long it was. I just found this ball that was free. It was like in the water. And like, and it brought me so much joy for the last 3 or 4 hours, like, and then it bounced and went into the water, and I can see it. I could have got it, I guess, but it got wet. And it's like I just watched it float away. And it's like I'm on the verge of tears. Like I'm getting emotional about it, because it's like in all reality, like the Castaway movie popped up, and it's like like I could feel his pain, where it's like that ball that he had was his best friend. His only friend in the time that he had it. And like even for me, it's like it just brought me so much entertainment and focus and time. It was a little damn tennis ball, man. But it was like, for me, it was like it created something. It brought real emotion. And it's like, and then it brought me a full loop all the way back to spinning a quarter, sticking my hand out, and just letting this little kid pick one little nugget at a time and throw it to the ducks and go hit and just laugh every single time one of those nuggets hit the water. And it's like this is life. Like this is life. This is fun. This is enjoyment. This is what it's about. Just experiencing everything that there is here to offer. And it's the little things. It's every moment in time. And if you choose to perceive it this way, you will have a blast all the time. Like you will have no reason. I mean, I'm crying. I've been crying all day, but it's like but in the totality of it, like it's just, it's not sadness per se. It's more of a just overwhelming love, and it's like the emotion itself is just bringing up tears, and it is what it is. But it's like, it's not bad or good. It just is, and like I'm watching. I took a couple pictures of the ball just floating away because like it got me emotionally. Like I didn't cry, but I could feel it, and I was like, I have reason to cry. I just created a moment with this ball. This ball created a moment with me for the last 2 hours, 3 hours. Like I created something real with it, and it's like it was special. And then boom, it bounced into the water out of my reach. It's like, fuck, there's my best friend. Like me and that ball, we just did some shit, man. Like it was fun. And now it's just drifting away into the water. It was really beautiful, actually. It's beautiful, and you kind of just look at, like, you almost look at people that way too. Where it's like you come in. I come in your life for a short period of time, and like whatever it was fucking real, but then it's time to go. I hope the mother stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every Sally some conversation and a popo, you know? And what you had was real, but then it's fucking gone, man. And you gotta watch it go away, and it's bittersweet, you know, because what you guys formed together was real. But it's over, I guess. And you appreciate the enjoyment you brought to each other, I guess. And hopefully you're better for it. And it's just a stupid ball. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life. Well, whatever, man. I watched that ball bounce, and I'll go into the water, and then I just watched the sunset, bro. My ball was gone. You know, my entertainment was gone, so then I just fucking watched the sun. Took my glasses off and just watched the sun go down, and finished listening to my talk for the day. And it was perfect, man. And then when that moment was done and the sun went down, like my talk literally ended right when the sun went down. From my perspective. Like, literally. Like everything lines up perfectly. And then when it was done, I went to my truck and left, man. And just came home and went to my bedroom and started the process of painting. And my music selection was, I don't know, man. The last couple of days, I just not been super happy with it. I've just been let it play, and then I'll pick a final song and finish my painting. And this is the song that came up. And honestly, like, this song is perfect because I went to the restaurant one day, and I was supposed to talk that day, and I didn't, and I felt shitty about it. I just didn't get picked, and I talked to the camera guy on my way out, and then when I got in my truck, this is the song that came on. And it boosts my mood. This is like, you know what? I'm hopeful. And this song got me hyped, dude, because it made everything okay. Because I felt like I let somebody down, and even though I had no control over it, but this song came on, man. Now I remember. And then it came on for the last song for my painting today, and it makes everything okay. I am hopeful. I'm hopeful for this, and I'm just being patient. Life is fun, man. Life is beautiful. Today was a beautiful day. It was so beautiful, and that little girl broke me, man. I don't know. Like I said, when I started this journey, like every little kid that I saw, like, fucking made me cry. It broke me. And every single kid broke me. And I don't know what it was other than like me mirroring myself and understanding that I abandoned that little version of me, that little kid. And I just felt so bad. But then ultimately I just knew that that those kids are so pure, innocent, and sweet, and it's like, and just full of love, and it's like, if that's what I was, it's like, then technically I'm still that. That little version of me that I abandoned is still going to be that. It's still going to be that innocence. It's still going to be that pureness. It's still going to be that love, that non-judgmental, that just acceptance of every human being in the world. Like, and so like, you know, a lot unconsciously when I brought that little kid up, I was bringing the better parts of me, the untainted parts of me, the unbroken parts of me, the pureness, and then that's what I brought up, and that's kind of what I live with now, because like those are the best traits. So now I'm choosing to adopt those traits because they're nothing but good. And it doesn't mean I don't get angry. It doesn't mean I don't get antsy. It doesn't mean art doesn't piss me off sometimes, or perfection, or getting my hands dirty when I'm eating, or these little childish like agitations. But I can deal with those because I have a mature brain to battle those and to understand that that's just childish. And so it's just a perfect blend of an adult and a child version of me. And it's just using all the beautiful traits of a child and then bringing them with the good traits of a mature male, I guess. Honestly, today was fire. Like, today is fire. Like, today was amazing. I was thinking about it today, you know, I was like, you know what, yesterday was way more, it felt different, like more exciting than today, but I was like, the first event that I went through today kind of set the tone. That today was going to be a little bit more emotional, a little bit more emotionally draining than yesterday was. And so it's not good or bad. It was just, it's different. It was different than yesterday. Yesterday was the best day ever. Today was the best day ever today. There's just no comparison. Like, you can't compare days technically, because they're just so different in the totality of existence. Like, they're not the same. They can never be the same. And it's just accepting that understanding itself, where it's like there's really no point in comparing today, because today is today and yesterday was yesterday. And it's like one's not better nor worse. It's just how do you perceive it. And if you just perceive them as their own separate thing, then you can never be disappointed, because your expectations are that they're not going to be the same. Not expecting that one day was better or worse than the other. It's just today was the best day it possibly could be, and yesterday was the best day it possibly could be then. And so, like, it's very simple, man. It's a very simple way to just enjoy life. And it's not lying, it's not tricking, like, because it's literally that. Number one, a lot of the stuff I talk about, like, it's fact, if you perceive it that way. And even if you don't perceive it that way, like, it's still fact. It's still truth. Because I perceive it that way, and I live it, and it is that way. And like a lot of the stuff that I talk about, like, it is truth. Like, you can deny it all day long, but like, once today happens, it's done for all of eternity. Like, it's never gonna happen again. Like, that's fact. Like, once 1 second is gone, like, it's done for all of eternity. It's never gonna happen like that again. Like, that's fact. So once a moment passes, like, that's perfect. That's fact. Because there's nothing you can do about it. If it was meant to be something different than it would have been, but it's not. It was like it was. That's fact. And so, like, I'm speaking nothing but facts, and it's like, you can choose to accept it or not, but like I said, a lot of the shit that I talk about is fact. It doesn't mean you have to accept it, but I mean, to each his own. You create your own heaven or hell that you live in. Dude, and every day is, for me, is heaven, bro. It's fun. It's fun, even in the tears, man. Even in the tears. Today was perfect, man. And these little kids make me laugh, too. They're so precious. They really are so precious. A little kid, he would pick up one little food at a time and throw it in the water and go, he would, it's just so adorable because you look like these two old women. They were probably in their 60s or 70s, old gray hairs and blue hairs, and the mom was young, probably, I don't know. I it's hard to age them, and me. So you got multiple generations watching this little child just get so much enjoyment out of 25 cents. Complete enjoyment. It's why can't we do that? Wait, we can. Because Cody found the ball and literally had 2.5, 3 hours, 4 hours of fun. From a free, waterlogged tennis ball. And it broke him when it bounced into the water. And he had to watch it just float away. And then just be grateful for the time that they had together. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I gotta build this deck tomorrow. It shouldn't take me an hour and a half or so. What time is it? It's freaking 11 already, bro. So I'll be in bed at 3. Whatever, man. Today was perfect. I appreciate everything. Dude, I appreciate the new tattoos that are already there. And that's what he talked to. The dude was you know what? He's I just uncovered those. They were already there. I was yeah, man. It was cool. And every interaction today was perfect. Everything was perfect. I appreciate all of it. I appreciate starting the day at a place and getting to spend a moment, a little bit of time with someone who accepted me as me, and someone who just freely loved me in the moment, and we just existed together. And in that moment itself, it is beautiful, and it's going to be stained on my mind for all of eternity. And I just appreciate. I'm just so grateful for it. So grateful for it. And it's beautiful. And then I just appreciate all my interactions with humans today. Perfect. Exactly what they needed to be. I just appreciate whatever. I appreciate that I got to spend time. I appreciate I got to walk. I got to do floor is lava. I got to skip rocks. I got to bounce the ball. I got to spend time in nature. I got to be with the deer. I got to, see squirrels and birds and fish and just humans everywhere. And it was awesome to see humans at the park and out in nature, just enjoying themselves. And I just appreciate all of it. All of it. I just appreciate all of it. I appreciate life. It was so cool. So cool. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Whatever does happen will be perfect and exactly what it needs to be. And it's cool, man. It's cool. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna read these I ams real quick. Get my light to work. I am infinitely worthy. I'm infinitely hope. I'm infinitely abundant. I'm infinitely enough. I'm infinitely impressive. I'm infinitely magnificent. I'm infinitely a rebel. I'm infinite light. I'm infinite pain. I'm infinite love. I'm infinite power. I'm infinitely healthy. I'm infinitely wealthy. And I'm infinitely grace. And then now I got my 2 new babies on me. I'm infinitely full of pride. Good pride. And I infinitely understand my ego. My pride and my ego. My P and my E. And they're meant to be there, man. And I'll forget they're there in a moment. Probably in 3 days, to be honest with you. But they're meant to be there. Like, they're meant for me to be in the moments. Like, the moments when I'm using my hands. Because I look at my hands as pride and ego. That's why pride's on my left. That's my pride hand. I can't explain why. It just is. It's my power hand. It was come with pride. And then my ego is my action hand, which is my right hand. And that's why I told him it's like ego on my right, pride on my left. It's pride and ego, baby. But it's meant to be there, dude. And it's funny. I thought about it today. I was like, you know what? I actually ran through this multiple times. There's honestly, like, the pride and ego is fire to me. Yes, they're tattoos. Yes, they're on my hands. Yes, they're facing me. They're for me. And it's like, I just can't wait for the moment that when someone says something about my hands, and I'm gonna be like, you do see what those say, right? Because it's gonna be a pride and ego moment, the moment that they question why I have pride and ego on my hands. Everything I do is 25 steps ahead. Everything I do is next level. And it's pride and ego for me. To continue to have pride and to have ego. Being that I'm infinitely healthy, I infinitely have healthy pride and ego. Now holla. Love y'all. Peace. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gonna help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on. Let's hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away, and be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful. I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in a lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some conversary, and the popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at 82. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away, and be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope. Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way than shopping peas, and I hope we find a better way than copping keys, and I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move
mountains, and only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail, so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach your soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta faith. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, 'cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in the lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some conversary, and a popo bring the heat on a priest like they did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good, so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way to shop in peas. And I hope we find a better way to cop keys. And I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful. Yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful.
wish the way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta spay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gonna help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack and a lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mother stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every Sally some conversary, and a popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way to shop in peas. And I hope we find a better way than copping keys. And I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful. Yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta spay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in the lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some conversary, and a popo bring the heat on the piece like they did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way than shopping peas. And I hope we find a better way than copping keys. And I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful. Yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta pay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm
Let's hope.
hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in the lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat. And don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mother stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some conversary. And the popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again. And bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing. Hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way to shop in peas and I hope we find a better way than copping keys and I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay. Cause we hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate and we gotta pray, all we gotta spay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long and then we gotta move straight forward cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm
Let's hope.
hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we
I
hopeful.
wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in a lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mother stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some conversary and the popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay.
wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good, so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way than shopping peas and I hope we find a better way than copping keys and I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach your soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta faith. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, 'cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in the lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some conversary, and a popo bring the heat on a piece like they did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, 'cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good, so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way than shopping peas. And I hope we find a better way than copping keys. And I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way.
way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta spay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gonna help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack and a lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every Sally some conversary, and a popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's hope.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way to shop in peas. And I hope we find a better way than copping keys. And I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's hope.
Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta spay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in the lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some conversary, and a popo bring the heat on the priest like they did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way than shopping peas. And I hope we find a better way than copping keys. And I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful. Yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick, or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive, and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong, so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate, and we gotta pray, all we gotta pay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better, so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long, and then we gotta move straight forward, cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm
Let's hope.
hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in the lack that's on dubs. And I Wish we could keep achieving wonders. See the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat. And don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some commissary. And the popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again. And bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing. Hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope.
Wish the earth wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way than shopping peas and I hope we find a better way than copping keys and I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay. Cause we hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish the way I was living could stop. Serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block. And I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail. And I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick. And I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother. And I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song. And I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high. And I wish my homie Butch was still alive and on the day of his death we had never took that ride. And I wish that God could protect us from the wrong so that all the soldiers that were sent overseas come home. And we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate and we gotta pray, all we gotta spay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long and then we gotta move straight forward cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack and a lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You dig? I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every celly some commissary and the popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way.
wasn't so apocalyptic. I try to spread my message to the world the best way that I can give it. We can make it, always be optimistic. If you don't listen, gotta live my life the best way that I can live it. I pray for justice when we go to court. Wish it was all good so the country never even went to war. Why can't we kick it and just get them on? And in the famous words of Mr. King, why can't we all just get along? Hope we can find a better way than shopping peas and I hope we find a better way than copping keys and I wish everybody would just stop and freeze and ask, why are we fulfilling these downfalls and these prophecies? You can be wrong if it's you doubting. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And only the Heavenly Father can ease the hurt. Just let it go and keep praying on your knees in church. Let's go.
Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and He'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay. 'Cause we hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music